graduated from MSU. I have Rejoice, I have Blessings, and there are many. In fact, I have my WhatsApp group that is written W Lawyers at most the people that.
So, sir, which class would you say that this is the best class of all time? From all the classes I've ever taught, this one is the best one.
Yeah, Mr. Yeah, you know, as a teacher, I usually love all my classes, but I still remember very well.
Salibonani, once again, it's your boy Arnold Flipmoyo Ogamvimbi. It's on Tunjana coming to you with another heartwarming episode. Yet next up podcast, I'm coming here to alongside Mr. Moyo, Mr. W Moyo. This is on the next up podcast. How are you today, sir?
Mr. Note, how are you, sir? Fine.
Thank you, sir. I'm also good. So, sir, as we begin our episode of today, I want you to tell us, to briefly describe yourself, a brief biography about you.
Thank you, Mr. Arnold, for the opportunity. My name is Wilson Moyo, born and bred in Kwekwe, in the area of Jome. I grew up in Jome, that's where I did my primary education. I also did my secondary education in Jombe, in the area of Kwenzi. I'm a son of a very prominent man. My father was August Mpule. He was known for being a good farmer. He was also known for having a lot of cattle. And the reason why I'm mentioning my father, without my parents, I was not going to be this far, because these are the people who mattered the most in my life. They brought me up in a very good environment. They managed to send me to primary and the secondary level, being the peasant farmers. That's why I mentioned about my father being a farmer, known of being a good farmer. So we went to school being funded by the money that was coming from the farming sector. And in our family, I'm number 40 in terms of the children of my family. We are a family of more than 60 children from one father, and myself being number 40. We're a family of 10 mothers who gave birth to 60 plus children. The first born of my father was older than my mother. The first born was born in 1937, and my mother was 1950.
Okay.
So it's a large family, actually. It's a very large family. You know, when I did my secondary school, I was the first one in that very school, because it was a newly opened school. I was the first student to come out with 7 subjects, which I managed to score at one sitting. So I became also very inspired. In our community, I think during those days, I wrote my form 4. It was around 1996 somewhere. And I'm sure we're the second last to write the Cambridge examination, because we did Cambridge ourselves. So we're the second last to do the Cambridge. Then I stayed for quite some time in Bulawayo, trying to look for employment, of which I remember at one stage, I once worked at Impilo Hospital. I worked in the industries as well. I also worked as a security guard for about 3 years. But I had my 7 subjects. But I was working as a security guard because there was no job, no employment that can maybe be best for me. And to take what was there, which was offered by the circumstances.
Okay.
Sometime later, then I started doing bathtubs. I was manufacturing bathtubs and everything using fiberglass.
Okay.
Then from there, I decided to relocate from Lawai to Victoria Falls. I also came here as a fiberman. Some people were calling me fiberman because I was using fiberglass to manufacture bathtubs, cisterns, toilet seats, and etc. and etc. Then in 2005, I then wanted to join the education sector. Unfortunately, I was having O-level, and I went to one of the offices. Unfortunately, because we had only O-levels, those were taken with the people who had A-levels.
Okay.
And I was inspired and challenged to say, I've lost a job because I don't have A-level. Then I had to sit for my A-level. And the money that I managed to get, it was a borrowed money. I borrowed the money for the registration of my examinations. I registered within 5 months. I was ready for the exam because I had to compress my lower 6 and the upper 6 within 6 months.
Yeah.
So the first 5 months, it was a period of serious start, a compressed start. And I did very well. I still remember when I wrote my A-level at Mosia Tunya. So I'm a product of Mosia Tunya as well. That was 2005. I wrote my A-level, and in history I became the highest. I scored a B by then in history, and I was the highest, more than even the school children. Because the second runner-up was, she had a C, and the rest of the people were just far behind us. Then from 2005 up to 2007, 2009, somewhere there, I was trying to hustle. I became a small business operator. I was running a supermarket, a small shop at Iflanda Onye Shopping Center, that morning.
Okay.
Yes, then in 2009, when our economy became dollarized, you see that it was difficult now to move from the bearer's check into the dollar economic system. Then I was put out of the industry because things were tough by then, because I was renting the premise and I was also struggling to get the ends met. At times you be having money, but no commodities to buy, but the rentals are needed every month. Then from there, you actually see it was not easy. I then decided to say, maybe let me close this kind of industry and join the education sector. I went to Wange, that's where now I was given my first appointment to Mosia Tunya High as a temporary teacher 2009. I worked at Mosia Tunya 2009, the whole of 2009, and we were on contract basis, which were renewed on every term. Then in 2010, I applied for to do my first degree at University of Zimbabwe, which they actually accepted me in 2010. I went there, I applied to do law, and when they responded, it was as if I'm going to do law, but when I got there, it was another disappointment.
Okay.
Because I failed to pay the money that were needed, and I had to be thrown into the faculty of arts.
Alright.
That was 2010, 3010, somewhere in September, somewhere there. And I was at University of Zimbabwe for about 4 good years. I completed in 2013. When I completed in 2013 with my BA degree, Bachelor of Arts in History, Economic History, and in War Studies, which is in other universities is referred to as peace and conflict.
Okay.
But at university by then it was more known as War Studies and Strategic Doctrine. Then from there I came back to Mosia Tunya, having my Bachelor of Arts degree. Mr. Spanda, he then said, Mr. Mo, come back to Mosia Tunya. Come back to Mosia Tunya. He accepted me and he gave me employment. At Mosia Tunya High, that was 2013, the 30th term. I worked as a teacher under SDC, paid by the school, Mosia Tunya High. 2014, he assisted me to get fully employed in the Ministry of Education.
Okay.
As a qualified somebody, not qualified as such, but as indefinite employment.
All right.
I was enrolled into the system 2014 January. Up to now, I'm still at Mosia Tunya High.
All right.
And 2015, I was teaching divinity, yes. And I produced my first year. I produced students who scored B's in divinity. In 2016, I was moved to history department. Then from 2016, it was my first year again to take A-level. I managed to score B's, a chain of B's, I'm sure with 1A. Then the graph went up again in 2017 because I had 1 year experience of teaching history. I think in 2017, I remember I was teaching my own nephew Spencer.
Okay, yeah, Spencer.
He scored 13 points. And I remember that class. I think I had 5 or 7 A's and a chain of B's. A chain of B's. Right in 2018, I continued with my history department, taking history as a subject. In June, I still remember very well, the 2018 candidates, 10 were given in June. The other A came in November. These were the likes of Rosemary Uvila, who scored in November in A. The likes of Love Mobanda, Stebile Kuni, and the other guys. There were about 7 of them who scored me A's. And I had about 23 B's, I remember very well, 23 B's, and about 40, 30 something C's. Because my classes, they used to be 70, 65 to 70, 65 to 70 in my history class. It used to be between that range of 65 to 70. But I really scored 100% in every setting. The time when I failed to score 100%, I think I scored 98 point something percent.
That's good. That's very good. So, leading me to this question, Yoguti, do you still have faith in the education sector? Because we see nowadays people say you need 2 C's to make it in Zimbabwe, corruption and connection. So, you as a teacher, do you still believe in the education sector?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Arnold. I really believe in the education system because the education, it is the success. It is the only road that can take people to better life. Without education, you suffer and struggle. The only key to success and to proper life and proper living, it is the education.
Okay.
Being the mother of every industry, every sector. Education has produced doctors. Education has produced lawyers. Education has produced presidents and ministers and all the leaders that you can think of. It is the education that has done so. I'll give you examples. With my history that I was taking at Mosi, I think I've produced about 11 people who are lawyers, and some are still practicing or they're still doing their first degree. I have Rosemary Muvila, she graduated this year from University of Zambia. I have Portia's Pambili, she worked the masters now from South Africa. She did law. I have Stebile Mkuni, who is practicing also. She's not practicing, but she's still a student. I mean, second or third year. That is at MSU. I have Prince Dube, he graduated from MSU. I have Rejoice. I have Blessings. There are many. In fact, I have my WhatsApp group that is written W Lawyers at Mosia. The people that I produced for Mos. And they're about 11 now. This year, another student, Rollins Dube, is in Zambia as well.
Okay.
He's in Zambia as well. So,
I can see you are teaching and producing from Mosia Junior. And then what led you to open Fountain College?
okay, thank you so much. The reason why we opened the Fountain College, mostly it was after the effects of
COVID-19, okay.
And also the strikes that were very common and rampant in the system of education, whereby you find that innocent children, they are deprived of their time to learn, teachers go on strike, and again COVID had to hit a lot, to the extent that there were very few people were managing to proceed with their education. So as a teacher, as a professor at some point, I was actually helping other people from my home.
All right.
I used to have a good class from my home. I would teach them, they excel, they do very well. Then one day I had to say, but what should I do to the community? People are not learning, and there are just few people who can identify my home. Then I decided to say, let me open something big in form of a school, whereby at least I can have access, and the children have also access. Because I need to impact to them positive in terms of education. And I need them also to access me, to locate me. Where am I found?
Okay.
So I decided to open Fountain
Fountain
College, whereby in this kind of college, it's a private college, we don't believe that teachers go on strike.
Okay.
The nation may go on strike, but not Fountain
Not
College.
Fountain College.
So
alright.
we want our children to benefit from such.
In an environment. No, I understand. And then what services do you offer at Fountain College?
At Fountain College, we offer academics.
Mhm.
That covers from Form 1 up to Form 6 A level. We also offer YESCO courses.
Okay.
Maybe our first class will be sitting for YESCO examinations this year, if not next year, because we started with the Form 1s. We are doing fashion fabrics. We are also doing a beverage. We are also doing computers.
Alright.
So we offer about 3 at the moment. Then we also offer sporting facilities, sporting activities like athletics, football, or games. So in those disciplines, we expect to produce the best students.
Alright.
And I'm happy that as a newly founded college, we are now 2 years old. Last year we competed with other schools, including Mosia High, Mars, and the other schools around in the cluster in our district site. And we came number 3 after Mosi and Ndlovu. We became number 3 out of 11 schools that took competition in our.
That's very good because
athletics.
you have schools like Mars which are old and then
But you need to beat them.
But you beat them.
We had to beat them. Even in ball games, we also played last year. On the side of colleges, we became the second,
Wow.
second best. So we are trying to actually produce, and our Form 4s wrote last year, some are in lower 6. They did well, some are at Mosi, some are here at Fountain College.
Mhm.
And this year we have some who wrote. We also expect
So,
that they do very well. They give us good colors.
okay, I understand. And then now for our playtime. So, say, which class would you say like this is the best class of all time? And from all the classes I've ever taught, this one is the best one.
Yeah, Mr. Yeah, you know, as a teacher, I usually love all my classes, but I still remember very well the 2017 class and the 2018 class.
So the 2017 class is the one year was Spencer.
Yeah, was Spencer, yes.
Okay.
And the likes of Simeon and other guys, they did very well, those boys.
Mhm.
You know, at times they will ask me, Mr. Mon, we need you to be doing our studies at Mosia Tunya. They will start up to 11
Okay.
midnight. The following year, these guys, they set the pace
Mhm.
to those who are following the next year.
Mhm.
And this is the class that I'm saying I scored 11 A's.
All right.
The following class of 2018. So I scored A's. The best class I can say, yeah, 2017 and 2018.
All right.
But I was mostly impressed by the performance of the 2018 class. The 2018 class, the likes of Stembile, Rosemary, Lovemore, and other guys, they did very well.
They did well.
Very, very well.
And then, who is the best student you can say, from all the students I've ever produced, this one is my best student. I'm actually proud of what they are doing right now, you know.
Yeah. Like we reiterated before, that I love all my students. To me, they all matter most.
Okay.
But Rosemary Will, I think
Yeah.
she was unique. It is 10 billion Kuni as well.
And you mentioned
You know
them
those
a lot
girls.
too.
They were very unique. In terms of their performance, they were extremely wonderful. Rosemary and they were in the same class again.
Oh,
They were the same class.
which stream was it?
2018 stream.
2018 stream. Okay.
2018 stream, yes.
So, say, may you kindly tell us more about your academic achievements, like how you've gone in the education sector. So, I've heard your primary education and your secondary. So, what do you hold right now?
Thank you, Mr. Arnold. After my A level, As I have said, I went to University of Zimbabwe. I did my first degree, a Bachelor of Arts in History, Peace and Conflict, should I say that, and Economic History, which is a combined branch of economics and history.
Okay.
Then that was 2010 up to 2013. Then in 2015 to 2016, I enrolled with the Lupane State University doing postgraduate diploma in education. Because my first degree was not in line with education. I'd done history fine, of which we cover a lot of history. So I had now to align with the education system by training as a teacher on how to deal with even learners from different social systems and family backgrounds. So 2015, 2016, I was doing my postgraduate diploma with Lupane State University. The postgraduate diploma, it is done by somebody who has a degree, not necessarily in line with education, but you have now to do postgraduate so to align your degree with the teaching system. Then in 2018, I also enrolled with the ZOE. I did my master's, a master's of science in peace, leadership and conflict resolution, and we graduated virtually, reason being the time we had to graduate 2020, that's the time when COVID was hitting most across the globe. So I am a master's holder in peace, leadership and conflict resolution. I also hold a postgraduate diploma, which allows me to education system. I also hold a BA from the University of Zimbabwe. That's the journey that I've traveled so far, but I still need to enroll for my PhD. I need to pursue my studies and do PhD, because when I retire and die, I wanted to have reached the level of being called Professor W. Moyo, all the way from Jombe.
And then Bakwethu, it's your boy once again. A-Flip, Ano-Flip, Okamvimbi, Icina Tunjana, Landizwele, Mr. W. Moyo. He's come up to Fountain College, to everything he has right now. Landias, you can catch us next time. Again, good next time podcast. It's your boy A-Flip. Landias, life is like chopsticks. Sometimes I stop in eggs unless you go together. Thank you.